Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Through the Bible episode. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about blessing. It's a common word, everybody hears about it, and everybody thinks about it and says, hey, have a blessed day, you're blessed, I'm blessed. I just want to get into the practical ways of how do you be blessed? How do you have God's blessing? And let me start out with showing you how important God's blessing is. Basically, you remember there was Abraham and there was Lot. And Abraham was so blessed that he had a ton of sheep. It would be like in today's day and age, you're so blessed from God's blessing, you have a ton of finances and everything is going well for you. Well, it was going so well that he had so many sheep, and then his nephew was with him under his blessing, had so many sheep also, that their shepherds began to argue. It'd be as if you had so many people working for you, and other people, your nephew had so many people working for him, but they started to fight over things. And Lot said, hey, it's not big enough for both of us. We're too crowded here. So what did Abraham say? Abraham said, okay, you get out of here and I'll keep this good looking land. Instead, Abraham said, Lot, pick whatever you want. If you go east, I go west. You go south, I'll go north. You go to the left, I'll go to the right. That sounds like a non-selfish guy. A guy who realized his blessings didn't come from greed and selfishness, but from honoring that God that he worshipped instead of praying to the idols and all that stuff. He prayed to him, right? Okay, so what happens? Lot doesn't think the same way Abraham's thinking. Lot's looking at the material stuff. He jumps right on the best ground, best land. We know, geographically speaking, and I have a bachelor's in history, I studied a lot of geography. We know that there's the Mediterranean Sea, right? Right north of it, and then you go further inland, you have the Dead Sea. Why is it dead? Nothing grows in there. It's too salty. Its salt level's too high to support actual life. And right north of it, you have desert. Geography and historians and archaeologists know that was once very fertile, and we know it was home to Sodom and Gomorrah. But it was really fertile, green area. That's the valley that Lot chose. He chose to go down and do Sodom and Gomorrah. And soon, eventually, even before he went to Sodom and Gomorrah, he took the really nice area. But it dried up. It withered. But Abraham still prospered wherever he went. So the difference between these two people wasn't like looking at the best, greenest grass and choosing it. One had a blessing on his life. The other one didn't. The other one was looking at the material. Abraham was looking at, I got to please you, God. All these people around me are worshiping the sun, the moon, the stars. And also they worshipped the goat god, which is interesting. This is a tangent, but I started looking up, study on demons and things like that. And the original mention of demons that I could find was in Leviticus, where it said, and no longer pray to the goat god. Can you believe the Israelis actually used to pray to a goat god, which was considered a demon? This is pretty dark stuff, and you see how that's continued through the ages. A lot of people, for some reason, in the little pentagram have the devil goat and all that. But that's the opposite way. If you do that, your life will be cursed, obviously. And that's the funny thing, is that to earn blessings or to even have a blessing, you serve and worship God. Why would anybody go with the devil or demons or witchcraft? These are cursed things. It's just a deception. So I pray any of you out there even looking at or fascinated with that, turn away from it. But let me get to the scriptures now. So Abraham had this blessing on his life. Whatever area he went to, his crops did good. He had tons of possessions. So what happened with Lot? Lot went away and he got beat up and captured. And he ended up getting captured. And Abraham went and defeated these people and rescued Lot. So let's see what Jesus says about how you are blessed. Who does God bless? Well, God blesses those who are poor and realize their need for him. God blesses those who are poor in spirit. When you're humble and broken, you need God. Not that people are arrogant and prideful, like, I don't need God. I've got my money, I got my power, I got my glory. I don't need God at all. That's not incurring a blessing. God blesses the opposite people. God blesses those who are humble and broken in spirit and realize their need for him. The kingdom of heaven is theirs. God blesses those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. God blesses those who are humble, for they will inherit the whole earth. The prideful, the greedy, The conniving? No, they're not going to inherit the earth. God's going to give it to the humble. God blesses those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. They will be filled. And God will bless the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. And God will bless those who are pure in heart, for they will see God. God blesses those who work for peace, for they'll be called the children of God. And God blesses those who are persecuted for doing right. And God blesses you when people mock you and pick on you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you're my followers. Be happy about it. Be very glad, for great is your reward in heaven. And remember the ancient prophets, they were persecuted in the same way. So that was a short little message about how to be blessed. You're blessed by being merciful to other people. Blessed, you're blessed when you're humble. So it's kind of look at the world's way of getting greed and power and money and all that evil stuff. Do the opposite of that and you'll have God's blessings. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning into this Through the Bible message.